Right, hey guys, how you doing? And welcome back to the channel. So, I hope you all liked the Cadwell video as much as we enjoyed making it. Really cool day. I'm going to be totally honest, I had forgotten quite how much I enjoy track days when you're with the right group of people. However, some of you may have noticed the end of the video, things still can't point for love or money. There we go. Things didn't end up quite perfect at the end of the day. Yeah, bonnet came up, screen is smashed, bonnet is also destroyed. I'll show you that now. So I'd love to have some amazing YouTuber style excuse, but the honest truth is these were not done up at all. Yeah, that's the rear view from Nigel's car right before we went out. So, bonnet came up, absolutely destroyed the windscreen. Pure luck has not damaged the roof at all, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. It's completely mullered the bonnet there, so that's dead. Tiny mark on the wing there. Bonnet is completely mullered, and a tiny bit of paint damage to the wing where I tried to shut it again. But yeah, you can see the screen is very much dead. So since the very start of Team Prawn Racing as a YouTube channel, the car has always had this steel bonnet on with the nice bonnet vent here. However, those of you that have followed me since the early Audi Sport days may well remember the carbon bonnet. It's time for that to go back on. So here we go. No idea what brand it is. One carbon bonnet. It's actually a full twin skin jobby, but it's incredibly light. Massively lighter than the steel bonnet. A little bit of lacquer damage here, which I'm not really going to bother about too much. But that's today's plan. Get the bonnet on, cut the holes for the aero catches to go back in, and on Tuesday I've got a new screen going in the car, and we will be back and ready to go. Just one more little side note about Cadwell Park. Incredible day organised by Track Obsession. One of the most enjoyable track days I can remember for years. In fact, we liked it so much, I've booked Donington Park with Track Obsession again on the 24th of November. There's a pretty awesome entry list to that already, so hopefully we'll see some of you guys there. Similar over here. There we go. Right, so there's one old bonnet. I reckon a little weight comparison is worthwhile here. So I'm going to pop them on and grab this. Now this weighs 12.3 kilos. One carbon bonnet prior to any alterations, and that weighs nowhere near the saving I expected. 9.8. So that's a bit of a shocker. Only 2.5 kilos in it, but I'm going to chop out a bit of the inner skin just to get the aero catches in. 2.5 kilos is still not bad, but to be honest, I did expect more. Right, so I've marked up here where the pins are going to come through, here and here. Where the pins actually sit is kind of there, so all of that needs to go. Now, in preparation for when I do vent this bonnet, I'm actually going to chop it out back to here and see how I get on. Some chopping later that you probably didn't want to watch. That is out. Right, yeah. I got carried away. All the inner skin is gone and in a pile there. But yeah, it's definitely going to be lighter now. So next up, I've measured exactly where the pin centres need to be. I've marked them up on the bonnet. I'm going to cut them a fairly big hole. That'll just allow me to lower the bonnet down over the pins, offer the proper template up, and then I can cut out the accurate kind of oval shaped hole. Wow, that bit. Right, let's flip that. There is definitely no going back now. 1, 2. Let's chuck that on the car. Make sure they're in about the right place, and start marking up for the proper cutout. Before I offer that up, I'm just going to have another quick check on the scales. What are we up to? 7.7. It's not bad, is it? 2 kilos off that. So not a massive saving, but it now means we're up to a 5 kilo saving over the original, which is not too bad really. That's worthwhile. Right, one bonnet, fairly gutted. Right, you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. Holes line up pretty well. I just wanted to be able to drop the bonnet down. It opens, closes. The gaps are as good as they're going to get on a race car. Both sides. Line at the top is not too bad. Ignore the screen. So I'm going to mask up this area, get out the template for the aero catch. I've now got this handy drawing from AeroCatch. Weirdly, this is absolutely not to scale. This is about 5% too big. The panel cutout, however, is perfectly to scale. So we're going to cut that out, offer it up over the hole, and mark up where we need to go. Now, what's really tricky is the bonnet is at that angle, so you don't want the template centralised to that. You want it centralised to that when it's at that angle, not flat. So what I'm doing now, I'm getting an idea of where the middle is lower down and just popping a little mark on the top of there. And that will give me an idea of where I want to line the centre of that up to. Will be that mark, not the actual centre of the pin. The great thing about these being a proper drawing, you actually get a radius and a centre point for this end as for both ends as well. Done. So that's the holes cut. All of the perimeter holes are marked. So I'm just going to drill those. Then we'll drop these in and that will be done. Right, okay, let's go for a ceremonious removal of the tape. I don't think that's come out too badly. So we'll drop the catches in there and double check it all works. There's one. There's two. Right, so what we do now, we'll lift it up, put the kind of fitting rings on behind and bolt them up. So over my shoulder, somewhere here, I have got the first lot of nuts on and the ring. Now I would show you that, but I'd have to title it something like Fat Man Struggles with His Nuts, and that'll just get me into a whole heap of trouble with YouTube. So yeah, you'll have to believe me, it's on. Just the other side to do now, and yeah, double check it all works. It's kind of mad how much has come out of the inside of that bonnet as well. Annoyingly, these areas are really well bonded on, where it was flat to flat. Everywhere else I've been able to cut out, and it's not even too flimsy. Quite bendy in the middle, but yeah, really happy with that, how it's all gone. Right, last side to do, put the bonnet down, call it a day. Right then, it's windscreen day. So it is chucking it down with rain, as you may be able to hear. So I've brought the car into work, in the dry, got the scuttle off on the wipers just to make it easier for windscreen man, whose name I don't currently know, and yeah, just going to wait for him to turn up, and we will get this smash screen replaced. one new windscreen done. Next up, you're going to need a sun strip. Right, minor change of location. It's now night time, it's dark outside, and if you can hear, it's chucking it down with rain. But yeah, time to get the sun strip on. So, one piece of black vinyl, one squeegee tool that I've had for a very long time, some warm soapy water to spray on, and we are going to offer this up to there, squeeze all the rubbish out, and that'll be a sun strip done, because it looks really weird at the moment, and when you drive it, it's like some weird panoramic sky view. Very odd.
A few inches later.
Seeing as location changes seem to be the theme of this video, here I am on a roof in Kent. So, windscreen is back in, sun strip is back on, car is now sat in the garage, ready to go. I will get it up on stands, give it a little bit of a spanner check before the next outing, but otherwise we are all sorted again. I hope you guys will like this one. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. A massive number of you still aren't subscribed, and if you've made it this far, then yeah, you probably want to be. Anyway, I'm going to get a crane in, and we're going to put a roof on this. Have fun. See you in the next one, guys. Take care.